3, 2, 1, go!
And on the Red Alliance, we see all three robots dropping off the game pieces that they started with. Seems like two of them managed to score in the upper row, and it is 68-84, making it onto the charging station and just about getting it balanced by the end of Autonomous. And it is Duncan Dynamics for the Blue Alliance who has accomplished the same feat, and it is Duncan who is first on their way, grabbing a cube that they find right in front of them, and back up and over the charging station, placing that in a high row node. And Red Alliance has a lead right now, but it is a narrow one. And Duncan Dynamics back over again already for Blue, starting to make that up. Their alliance partners, Coconuts, find a cube in the center of the field and bring it back themselves. And on Red, meanwhile, it is Iron Panthers completing one link in the upper row with a cone they place in a node there. And their alliance partners, Deep Space, back from a trip to the loading zone, they have a cube with them, and they managed to get it to stay in place in a hybrid node, completing one more link for Red. Blue, meanwhile, Duncan Dynamics, they have turned to cones this time, trying to get lined up, find somewhere to place it in the upper row. And we see, meanwhile, on the Red Alliance, two of the robots over at the loading zone. Deep Space Robotics, however, colliding with robots at center field, including Coconuts. They lose hold of the cube they had with them, but they manage to recover and grasp it again and try and make their way back towards our home grid. And speaking of the Red Alliance, it is Ellipse for Red, who we see hanging out at center field, playing some defense on the Blue Alliance, trying to make it as difficult to score as possible. However, we see, as they have been, Duncan Dynamics and Coconuts once again running those cycles back and forth from the Blue loading zone. And it is enough for the Blue Alliance to hit over 100 points with 40 seconds left to go in the match. However, Red is not that far behind. We see Iron Panthers dropping off one more cone. And as we move into the final 30 seconds, they're already over in their loading zone, coming back with the cube this time. But with 20 seconds left to go, Blue Alliance is not done with game piece scoring just yet. Red, meanwhile, does have their sights set on the charging station. Ellipse and 68-84 in place. They are presently both docked and engaged. 10 seconds left. Blue Alliance trying to match that, and they do get Duncan Dynamics and Coconuts sliding into place on the charging station. And in the final 3 seconds, Blue gets their charging station level as well. Winning that match by a score of 135 to 118. Blue Alliance finishing with 4 ranking points, and Red Alliance, although they did not win the match, managing to take 2.